welcome to another episode of our podcast show. We're getting close to figuring out a name. We're talking about Money Pot Buzz, Money Pot Hive, got a couple other ones kicked. So if you want to get in on this before we close it off and finalize our name, now's the time to do it. You got George Lee, I'm WT. Let's kick this thing off. A lot of times people are a little bit leery of, they're a little suspicious when you're reaching out, and then they're not sure what it is that you're wanting to do or why you're reaching out. So I think, there's
just so many scams going on, isn't there? It's great. This year, man, the scams have ramped up. Like whoever the headmaster of all the scams are just took it to a new level this year, man. He's going off it.
Yeah, it is. That's a huge problem, and it's a big hurdle for us when we're trying to do networking online, is kind of differentiate yourself from people that are scamming and from people that are being authentic in why they're connecting with others. You know, have you found that to be a hurdle for what you're doing as well?
100%. Like every single time. Like you can message 100 people, 99 of them will think you're scamming them.
Yeah.
It's a natural thing. Especially if because I'm going up, we got promoted in Epic, I'm on $5,000 a month now. Soon as you show that kind of money that's past the normality to someone, it just doesn't look real. Do you know what I mean? And I used to be like that. I was like that before, but it just is real. You know what I mean? There is people doing it out there. You just got to find the right one. And you know the right one when someone's talking to you. If someone jumps straight in and says, you're going to be a millionaire, that's not going to be real. Don't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone's saying to you, if you work really hard and we do this together, I'll help you. You could make some money. That's real.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're telling you put £10 in and you're going to be a millionaire in 5 days, I promise you that's not real.
Yeah.
I promise you. Don't believe them.
Yeah. And there's so many people that are doing that. And I find that with, especially now, Bitcoin has crashed, but a few weeks ago when Bitcoin was on fire, there's all these people that were I was getting messages all the time. And the only reason they want to connect is to try to get me to join their Bitcoin thing.
Yeah, man. And then they all disappear now, it's crashed.
Yeah. And it's because they false represent, then when you're trying to help people authentically, it's really hard to differentiate yourself from what they're doing. So one of the ways I try.
You should be wary. I don't blame people for being skeptical and stuff. You should be.
Yeah.
It's just you got to have a filter and just go with your gut sometimes. It's obvious if it's real. And if you don't know it, then ask people. Do you know what I mean? You can go onto our website at any time. And even if it's not to join, you can just send a message, is this real? And we'll find out.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's something that I think a lot of people, instead of blowing off, they don't look into. So they're missing out on some opportunities just because they're not really looking into who it is. Like if you got a message from me and you went to my Instagram first to see who I am, you're going to see exactly who I am. I got videos on there. I'm pretty
and that is crazy because when I first started this whole thing and we first met, my Instagram looked scammy. It was just a picture of a logo. There was not one single human on any post. It was just loads of words like join me, we'll get rich, join. And that's how I started. I thought that's what you had to do. I thought to attract people, it was who wants to make money, who wants to do this. And then obviously we developed it together. And now you can see it's my Instagram. You can see me on there now. People that joined 5 months ago are probably looking like, oh my God, that's a real man. I thought it was a robot. Do you know what I mean? It's changed now. And you only learn that when you're surrounded by people that are doing it, that have done it. You've done it for years. I've only done it for 8 months. So you learn that. But yeah, mine, everyone must have thought mine was scammy at the start. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you see a lot of the new accounts, that's what they do at first. And part of it, I think, is people don't want to be the face of what they're doing. And part of it is just, you feel weird. You feel weird posting pictures and posting videos of you talking, of you doing things. But it's the same as doing this. If you were just talking to a picture of me and hearing my voice, it's not the same as being able to look me in the eye and you can see my reaction to when you're asking me things. So just by body language and tone, how real or how fake things are. So I think it's really important to be able to look somebody in the eye, even if it's pictures. But if you can do a couple of live videos, that's great too. Like when we post clips from our podcast. What was that?
We crave human interaction, don't we? It's like speed. We need it. I don't know why. It's an obvious thing. There is shy people out there. If you're trying to get into an opportunity or you're in one and you see a better one and everyone's looking for the grass is greener every time or to get rich in 30 days, if this Facebook or Instagram has never got a person on it or it just does there's something not right about it, just don't trust it. Miss it out. Like there is millions of opportunities every single day that are real. So if you've got a burning thing inside of you saying, I need to get that opportunity, or this one could be real like that, just don't go over it until you know 100%, because a new one will come a week later. Like if you miss that one, you'll get a new one, trust me. And you'll find out like this, like you listen to a podcast, like this is real. We show our faces. Mm-hmm. Everyone that shows their faces and speaks to you will be real. If you doubt it, just say, can I get on the phone with you? If their name's John from London and then you speak to them and they don't sound like they're from London, they're from Africa, then it's probably not real.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done, so when people want to do one-on-one coaching with me or anything like that or any kind of advice, the first thing I ask them is to do a video call. And 9 times out of 10, anytime. So if it's a scam, that person won't go on, they won't do a video call. They'll give me excuses, whatever, and then I delete them from my contacts from being able to access me. But the people that do a video call, that's where I get a feel to see what they're trying to do and if I can help them, or if I can't, if I know somebody that specializes in what they're looking for.
Yeah, I'm the exact same, man. Like, and the more successful you get in this world, I realize you get more chances. Like people just want to work with you. I'll do this, and all the scammers attack you and like, oh, just do this, man. Some of them are really good. Like even now, like I'm not stupid, but I still look at something. If that was real, man, I could get in that. But don't be so stupid. Don't do it.
Yeah.
They will attack anyone. They're clever, man. That's all they do for a living. They're clever.
And
number one.
I really get weary too if I see someone that has, say 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 people following them. They're following like 50 people, and they got like 4 posts on their Instagram.
Yeah, like you can buy followers and stuff, can't you? So
yeah. So at that point, I don't even know if that's really their pictures that they're posting, especially if it's like big titty chicks. Any of the chicks with big titties and they only got like 3 or 4 posts. I'm almost 100% sure that that's not even their Instagram account. Somebody stole their picture and posing as them.
Yeah, I'm the exact same, man. I out them. If I find someone, then I realize they're a scammer, I'll tag their name and I'll send it to everyone. Be like, everyone, this guy. I'll make it known that they are. Too many people just block it out and just move on. Help other people. Tag them. Yeah. Send it to me. I'll put it all over my Instagram. I don't care.
Yeah, I usually pop it in my stories.
Yeah, man.
So that people can see.
You've got to break that cycle. You know what I mean? And the only way to do that is speak to a human. If you get a message off George Lee on Instagram and you video call him and it's the same person on the picture, he speaks the same, he sounds the same, he's probably going to be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll be wary. If I tell you I'm going to make you $250,000 in a day, it's probably fake, but at least you've got him talking, you can see him, you can hold someone accountable. Then
yeah, exactly.
That's why we try and do this we've always got something, like you've got 2 videos a day or something on Instagram every day. Crazy. How you have time to just make videos all the time, man? You're crazy.
So I have a strategy. I don't make them all the time. I'll do them in batches, usually on a Sunday. Sundays are more of a quiet day for me, so I'll do a lot of my content for the week on a Sunday.
That's clever, man. I need to do that. I've got a friend doing, man. I don't even think I've been on Instagram for months. I've got a friend, she does it. She just does posts every day, man. She loves it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what goes on there really. I do check them sometimes. When I go and look at yours, I see mine, but I might start doing so. You've got some crazy ones, man, with all the animations that fly around and shit. I don't even know how to do that. Mine's just me in a box, just like, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, but that's how I started. You the more you do it, the easier it gets. Everything you do at first is hard and scary and cumbersome.
Yeah.
But as you get going and you get past the struggle, like in my book, The Harsh Truths, I talk about that. One of the keys to success is stop expecting easy and just figure out the solutions to the struggle. Once you get over the struggle, everything becomes easy.
Yeah, man. Get one of your books out there. Let's have a look. Get some advertising on the go.
Yeah, no, this, the one in the background here is the harsh truth. Yeah. But if you're on the podcast, you're not gonna be able to see this. But if you watch the video, you'll be able to see this. But yeah, so this one it's one that I recommend people read when they're learning how to start a business, because it's the harsh truths about what happens when you start a business. What happens when you do something and nobody's supporting you? How do you deal with that kind of stuff? How do you deal with doing a launch and then it doesn't go the way you plan? Like a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's good, man. I love looking at your books and stuff. Like, I just wish I could read, but
yeah.
If not, then we just talk about it. I get all the info off you anyway. I don't care about the readers. Yeah. So what's new? What's going on Instagram? You got anything else going on? You got any opportunity calls or anything? I know you were setting up a webinar, weren't you?
Yeah. So I am. I got a few things. So one of the things I'm promoting right now is what, along with the whole money pod idea, the environment that we're talking about. I'm realizing a lot of people they're not ready for growing old, and I'm seeing a lot more of our parents and our grandparents, and people are living into their 90s, into their hundreds. They're outliving their money. And so you really got to build income streams. You got to start getting a good relationship with money, because your money's got to last you a lot longer than 30 years after your retirement. That whole thing has changed a lot. So I have, like, when you go on my Instagram, you can download a free book of like 10 money affirmations. And these are, I don't know if you've done affirmations before, but you say these affirmations.
I just started them now, started. They're great, man.
Yeah.
I thought my ego was too big before. I thought, nah, I don't need to do all that kind of rubbish. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good at what I do. I've got my own tactics and that, but yeah, they work like big time. Like, I can't even explain.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It messes with your brain like some hypnotherapy stuff. Right?
It is, because you're like loading your subconscious, and then whatever you're loading your subconscious with is, you're going to start to go find that, because you want to make that real. So that's what my money affirmations are all about, and making you feel good about having money, spending money, receiving money.
Podcast where you just talk like, you're going to be okay, man. You're going to be okay. I'll listen to that on repeat. That'd be wicked.
Yeah. But see, the things that I like is I like things that make you take some action, because I look at like motivation as it's a drug, right? And you feel high, you feel great. And then when you come down to reality, it's like, well, now what do I do? So I use motivation, but I also like to have action steps, because once you start taking some action, now you got something to build on. Yeah,
no, I'm with you. Like, I'm just learning it as I roll with it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm changing my style on how I do things, and you do start realizing it's all in the mind, and it's like, without the mind, right, you got nothing. You could be the best talker in the world or whatever, but if your mind's not in it, like, you're finished.
Yeah, it's true.
Have a healthy mind, then you fly. Do all the things the crazy people say, like wearing like affirmations and stuff.
Yeah.
There's one I was listening to yesterday, and it just sits there and it's like, you are a money magnet. You are attracted. And I was just like, oh my, what is this? And then 2 days later, man, I was walking around saying it like, I'm a money magnet. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you start to see different ways that you can make money, you can attract money, and it starts to fall into place.
Never settle on one. Like, go all in on one. Yeah. But never settle on one. Like, you need more. Anything can pack up and leave at any point. If you're sitting there, especially like if you're sitting there in any company, you join in the money pot teams, and you think that is going to be that company forever, they can pack their suitcase and go. Do you know what I mean? The top end companies are millionaires, multi-millionaires. If they pack and go, it doesn't affect them. Yeah. I have a little team in every single one. That's why the money pot's got teams in loads. Do you know what I mean? So you can join any of the trusted teams. That's the whole point of what we're building here.
Yeah. Yeah, and everything has its it's life cycle as well. So businesses have their life cycle just like anything else.
Yeah, man.
You know,
You just gotta get in at the start, make the most of it, and then if it explodes, you've got 4 other options. It doesn't matter. You never want someone to pack up and leave or something to happen where you've got nothing left.
Yeah.
That's what.
The one killer is, and it happens in any kind of sales jobs, whether it's affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, or you're working for someone selling stuff, is after so much success, it's usually they review it every year. They start upping the quota for you to make the same money that you made the year before. So you actually have to do more. So they basically change the compensation plans, right? So you always got to be watching for that kind of stuff, because it'll start to affect how you're able to perform or how you're able to hit your targets.
Yeah, no, I've seen that happen as well, man. You got to be wary. That's a good thing about it. You just make a trusted. Once you got a trust, it's hard to do on your own. You need a trusted team. Once you're in a trusted team, it doesn't matter where you go. You can move companies every day if you want to, as long as you're all together as one. And then you just keep going and add into this family. And people will leave, people will join, but you keep that core team together.
Yeah,
and that'll be fine.
Yeah, we even did that in corporate life. So I used to be a production manager at a company in Canada. And then things happened and the company went bankrupt, and then they hired me and a couple of guys to bring it back to life under a new ownership. And so we developed this core. There was 3 of us that were really, really core. The 2 guys left for a better opportunity in the US. And because they were living in the US, they were able to do that. And then they got me to join, but I had to join as a consultant. That's how I ended up becoming a business consultant and start working for myself. But we basically took that whole core sales team and we moved it to another company.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what you got to try and build, isn't it? Build that. You got to be glued together. You don't want to ever be doing it on your own, or it becomes lonely. As much as you're in network marketing, there's loads of people, it gets lonely, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You all day, every day. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because it's you got to enjoy how you're making your money, and you got to enjoy the people you're making your money with. I think that's the second part is what people miss sometimes. And so
100%.
It's not, you're saying.
Not success if you don't enjoy it.
No, and you got to have some people you can celebrate with, because say if you're doing really well in your affiliate marketing, but you don't have anybody in your group that's doing well as well, who are you going to celebrate your wins with?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You should see, like, even on my Facebook, I just hit that new rank and there's 143 comments. And every single one of them is like in our team and stuff. And it's just, that's what you do it for. If you get one comment, then that's a lonely life.
Yeah.
No one's celebrating.
Exactly. Yeah, because, I mean, you could have a lot of money, but if you don't have anyone to celebrate with, it's just a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. Pablo Escobar had a lot of money at the end and he wasn't happy.
Who was that?
Pablo Escobar. He had a lot of money.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy.
Yeah. It's true. It's true, man. At the end of the day, what's more important? Like, if you can't share that, you can't share your money, your glory, your success, well, what good is it really?
Yeah, exactly. So we've got the Money Pot podcast. I think it should be called Buzz, but everyone let us know, because no matter what, we're picking a name for next week. Can't go 3rd week in a row without a name. That's crazy. So we're getting a name next week. I think that's the only competition on right now. But if you're in the Money Pot group on Facebook, man, that's for everyone. That's not just for our team. We have our own team groups in all the different companies and what we're doing. Get in there, because the store's getting advertising there. Now Wayne's finally in it. I don't know why he wasn't in it before, even though he's like the president. He did it now and he's mad on posting. So get in there, add everyone in the world in there, and just find out what we do, man.
And I guess my personal hurdle is, like, I really suck at being in all these different Facebook groups. I'm in all kinds of Facebook groups I barely ever contribute or do anything with. So I have to make a conscious effort, even for the Money Pot one, to check it every so often and put something in there, because that's one thing although I do a lot of networking, doing these groups, because I don't. Facebook's not my favorite social media.
Yeah.
Because it's very limiting in how you can reach people. They already have to kind of know you, and then you invite them. So I don't spend a lot of time on it, but I am trying to do more with it just because I know a lot of people use it, and it can be beneficial to be in some of these groups and help people out and post cool stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. Like, I love Instagram. I love Facebook. I've only just got social media, like I said on the last one, but for like 6 weeks, 7 weeks. But yeah, that Facebook group's great. And I mean, we even had a person there yesterday that was saying like, why am I here? I don't want to be here. That's absolutely fine. Like, you got invited by someone because somebody saw what this was and wanted to share it with you. And there's no problem if it's not for you. If you get added to that group or you're listening to this and you're thinking, why am I listening to this? I don't want to be a part of all this. That's absolutely fine. It's just always saying somebody thought you were. Somebody took the time out to think of you and think this is going to benefit you. If it's not for you, there's no problem. Like, you don't need to go back to them and say, don't waste my time. Like, just say thank you. No problem. I never get angry with anyone. Like, I message 1,000 people a day trying to connect with everyone. So I'm just that kind of person. And they're like, don't bother me again. No problem. I hope you have a really good Christmas. Like, there's no problem in it. I mean, if someone messages me, even if I think it's a scam, I don't charge. I'm not really interested. I've got too much going on. Like, absolutely fine. Just help each other out. People are trying to better their life. And the only way you can do that in today's society is networking. So don't shoot someone down for trying. Just say, look, I'm not interested. Thank you very much, but let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, get everyone in that Facebook group and let's connect, baby.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, is so when you're in these groups, interact, get to know different people in the group and see what other things they know that you can learn from or things that you can teach them. I learn from people all the time. Doesn't matter, different age groups, different levels of success. I learn from people all the time because I don't know everything and I want to know more about different things.
Yeah.
The only way is by asking. I
learn every single day, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I literally learn something because I'm connected to hundreds of people now. And every single person's got a unique gift and you just got to learn what it is and just try and use it. You know, it's simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's a great strategy that if you're watching this, I guess you are watching this if you're connected to us, but you should try that now. Try connecting to some of the people that are already in your groups that you don't know and just find out what they do. Ask them a few questions.
Yeah, man, do it. That's my tip of the day. And next week, we will get a guest on. Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll get a guest on. Don't know who yet. It's going to be a special guest. I've got like 10 lined up. I just need to filter through who's free and who wants to do it. And we'll put someone on. So that'd be great. And I'll actually be at home. I've not been home for like 6 years. So I'll be at home when we do this one. So I might even get my mum in to say hi to y'all.
Yeah.
Which would be good. Be cool. Yeah, we'll get a guest on and we'll fire him at him. The first two that we've just done are obviously introductions to who we are, what we do, and try to get away. Trust me, it's about to get spicier as soon as I get a guest on. I thrive. The thing I do is thrive with more people. If I speak to one person, I can have a conversation. If you put me on stage in front of 10,000, I become an animal. I love it. Just love being surrounded by people. You know what I mean? So as soon as we get guests on, we're going to get people from everywhere, not just Epic Trading, not just Money Pot, like just guests from everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And we'll just connect and just vibe out, man. So if you did make it this far, thank you. Keep tuning in. It might seem like it might be a little bit boring or it might be too exciting or it's not what you want, but what's the harm in half an hour a day listening to other people talk about their success and their charm and everything like that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a great way to be able to get the different episodes that we're going to be putting out. What was something else I was going to say as well about that? Don't know. I lost it.
Well, we'll put it on the next one.
We'll put it on the next one.
Sweet. Do you want to outro it or whatever you cool kids in Canada say?
Yeah, we're going to put the same outro that we had before, but just remember, subscribe to this and interact with people and reach out to me and to George Lee. You can connect with us on Instagram. I'll put the Instagram in the little graphic here. connect with us on Instagram, get to know us. And
yeah, and then next week, I want you to put some stuff in where I can go like point here and shit like that, Max. That's cool.
Yeah. And the other thing I just remembered, we're also, so these were just kind of intros. We're just getting things down and figuring out what we're doing with the show, but we are going to have some live guests. So you're going to be able to be in a chat and ask us questions. So it's not just going to be me and George and even a guest, but you're going to be able to log in when we're doing this live and ask questions in the chat, and we'll answer your questions as we go.
Any questions you want, even if it's good, bad, ugly, I don't care. I'll answer it.
Yeah. Every question's a great question. So that's something we will be doing. Hopefully we'll be able to do that for our next episode.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. We'll do some Q&A.
Yeah, man. I love a bit of Q&A.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's wrap it up with an outro then.
All right. So in about 5 seconds, you're going to see the outro. Thanks for watching. This is George Lee, WT, saying, until next time.
Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.